Beautiful, isn't it? I'm here on polling day, actually on holiday, with the beautiful Oxfordshire countryside. I hope you can hear the blackbird above me in the tree here singing. Well, such beauty is under threat. Amazingly, our world and the things that humans have been doing to it is in crisis. And all this that we see around us, all this beauty, could be gone, could be utterly changed in not that many years, in some of our lifetimes. I read a book last year. It's called Life After Doom by Brian McLaren. And he basically makes the argument from all the scientific data and evidence on climate that we have taken the planet beyond its ability to recover. And he creates several scenarios of what might happen. And they're frightening. And having known about the climate issues for years, having myself been trying to understand some of that, this book really brought it home just how difficult and how problematic and how existential for human beings the things that we have been doing to the climate. One of the things that I did as a result of that was join the Green Party, and just felt that actually they were the only party that were taking this seriously, with the actual seriousness that the situation really deserves. And some of you will have seen my name on a ballot paper for Desborough for the Green Party. I don't want to talk about that, even though it's polling day on the 1st of May, but actually something else. And that is that what we are doing to the planet, the scenarios as you look into them in the future are absolutely shocking and frightening. How do we live with that? How do we deal with it? I'm reading another book at the moment on holiday, which is all about the coming wave of AI and how artificial intelligence is already and is going to dramatically change the way that our world works. And our lives are going to be changed by it in so many ways, for good and probably for evil. Now, how do we deal with those things? How do we live in a world where the climate is changing so dramatically, where our societies are going to be changing so dramatically, where our politics are so toxic and difficult? How do we live with that? In Brian McLaren's book, who is a Christian, by the way, and a brilliant author and thinker, however much you might agree or disagree with him, he's a good man. I've met him a couple of times. He says, do you know what? We are really, really up the creek without a paddle. Life is looking, the doom scenarios are real, and we are in trouble. And yet, he says, life is really, really good. And what he puts that down to is, even with all these difficulties, actually we have a choice. Are we going to be people who enjoy the world that we do have, who make the most of it, who look after it as far as we can, but who actually love our families, who are people that bring light and generosity and wisdom and grace into this world? And so on polling day, on a day when some of us, I hope many of us, will vote our mandates, but actually, how do we live in this? How do we survive? How do we not get so gloomy and doom-laden? Well, part of it's actually in believing that our lives and the love that we show each other, the love that we show our families, the way that we treat people and each other, actually that makes a difference. That's worth living for. And so things may be really, really difficult around us, but actually we can make that circle in our own lives of the people that we touch, of the communities that we're part of. We can do something. We can be people of love, of grace, of goodness, of hospitality. I hope on this election day you will join me in the weeks after it, maybe as you listen to this, and actually commit yourself again to be part of the goodness of this world, which we as Christians are called to. Amen.